Hello team, and a happy Tuesday to you all. Yes, I know I'm running a little bit late again. I took yesterday and today off. I was supposed to be spending time with my mom, but she wasn't able to make it here to Brazil. But our classes do not stop. And today and next week we will be talking about adjectives. This week I'm going to kind of refresh our memory about some of those basic rules, and then next week we'll see some tips, some tricks, some insider information. So here we go. All right, so the first thing I would like to see are the gradable and ungradable adjectives. What does this mean? With some adjectives, we can kind of push them up or down the scale. Let's take good, for example. Something can be good, it can be very good, it can be kind of good, it can be pretty good, not so good. But if we take a more extreme version of good, let's say great. You can't be very great, it's redundant. You could be absolutely great, extremely great, but personally I still find it redundant. But the reasoning behind this is that great, imagine like a little scale, is already at the top, so you can't push it any further, all right? All right, guys, we get a lot of adjectives that end with either ed or ing. Why is that? They come in pairs because the ing is the cause while the ed is the effect. Let me give you some examples. If I say that the class is boring, I can also say I am bored. We can say that the game is exciting, or we can say that the kid was excited. They will almost always come in pairs. I'm saying almost always because I can't think of any exceptions, but probably are, as is usual in English. All right? All right, so next up are the comparatives, which we use when we want to say that one thing is more of an adjective than another. For example, this book is bigger than this book. Now, the confusion comes usually with when to use ER, or IER if it ends with Y, or when to use more. And the general rule is if it's a big word, more than 2 syllables, we're going to add more beautiful, more intelligent. And if it's a smaller word, smaller, bigger, funnier, 2 syllables or less, we will usually add the ER, or IER if it ends with Y. All right? The last thing we are going to see today are the superlatives. The difference between the superlatives and the comparatives are that superlatives are the most of a category. So like the example before where I said this book is bigger than the other, the superlative would be to say that this book is the biggest of all the books. Same rule as the comparatives. If it's a small word, you're going to add the ST at the end, while with the big words, you're going to add most. And it's the same ones. If you're using more, you're going to use most. If you're adding ER, you're going to add the EST. All right? So, guys, that's it for this week. And next week, we will continue with these adjectives. See you then.